Album covers scream out sex and love with new explicitness. Rock lyrics graphically describe pornography and violence.
It is like going to a porno movie and seeing everything, only it's a porno hearing session, and the kids are hearing everything.
But the man who determines what we hear from 96 FM, Perth's most progressive radio station, says it's not a new era of eroticism, but the continuing struggle of teenagers to flaunt authority.
I mean, rock and roll's role has been the same for years, ever since they banned Presley from moving his hips on television back in the 50s. It's always been the same. There's always been that sort of rebellion in rock and roll, and there's no reason to change in 85. You look at the early Stones, and even to an extent again, early Presley. The kids loved it, and they still do, like anything that's a little out of the norm or that is likely to offend their parents.
But some parents are not just offended, they're downright scared. Mother of 4 and wife of a US Senator, Mary Elizabeth Gore, is leading the fight to have obscene records yanked from the airwaves, frightened by what she says is the musical corruption of her children.
Well, my 11-year-old likes Prince. However, on the album Purple Rain, there is a song called Darling Nikki, which deals with the subject of masturbation, and that is in the lyrics. I did not feel that was appropriate for my then 10-year-old child to have purchased.
But Leo Nelson, program manager of 6pm, the station which caters for Perth's teeny boppers, says the tunes aren't perpetrating the sexual revolution, rather reflecting it.
I suppose it's just a sign of the times that is where music is heading.
Do you think it's a good thing?
It's showbiz.
Some of the industry's biggest names want to see this music decade change direction and are calling for a self-policing policy.
The way for rock artists to be more responsible of what they write about. You have to write about pornography or live sex and lack of imagination.
But the kids will calmly read you the Riot Act if you suggest their music should be censored. If I said, hey, I shouldn't be buying that album, it's corrupting you.
So it's a question of taste. Corrupting is more like reading.
You shouldn't tell me what to do when I feel I've got the right to listen to what I want.
The issue has become a personal crusade for Smokey Robinson, who's written a song, Be Kind to the Growing Mind.
You can tell them of love without every detail and let life and time do the rest.
The Federation of Australian Radio Broadcasters once issued periodic lists which warned radio stations against using the most raunchy records. But now the onus is entirely on the radio stations. It's their responsibility to censor each musical rundown. So call it the widening of the generation gap or a sign of the times. But be assured, the lusty lyrics will linger on.